Hi, it's Michael Zapersky from consultingsuccess.com, and welcome back to the Consulting Corner, where consultants learn how to consistently attract their ideal clients and significantly increase their fees. Ask yourself this question: are you really a professional? Does it reflect in every aspect of your business? I have the pleasure and honor of working with consultants all around the world in all different industries. And there's some simple things that consultants can do to really set themselves apart, because so many consultants still lack in this specific area. And that is that they believe that they are professionals, they say they are professionals, yet their actions don't support that. So let me offer you 3 specific things that you can do to really differentiate yourself and to place your reputation, your brand, and your business on very solid ground. Now, the first is to ensure that you show up on time. When you set a meeting for 9 a.m., be there at 9 a.m. If you tell someone you're going to call them at 12, call them at 12. If you have an appointment of some sort, or some sort of a meeting, a conversation, anything where you've set a time, show up on time. If you don't do this, it reflects very poorly on you. And yet, what I often see, and I've witnessed this myself, that consultants will show up for a meeting. They might be 5 or 10 minutes late, and they'll expect their buyer, the client, to just let it pass, to almost go unnoticed. But it doesn't go unnoticed. If you don't show up on time, it really does reflect poorly on you, as if you are an unprofessional person. Instead, what I suggest is that you aim to show up early for every phone call, every appointment, every meeting that you have. And if there is a situation where you really do show up late, make sure that you apologize profusely, that you let the buyer or client know why you're late, and be sincere about it. Don't lie, don't make excuses. Just make sure that it doesn't happen again, and do your best so that it doesn't even happen the first time. Now, the second area that you can ensure that you're being a professional in is to do what you say that you are going to do. Far too many people say that they're going to give you a call back the next day, or that they're going to send you an email on Wednesday, or that they're going to submit a proposal to a buyer by a specific date and time, and they don't do it. Often they might be hours late, or they might be days late, or even weeks late, or they won't even follow through, meaning that they won't ever call you back or return that voicemail or submit that proposal. People say all kinds of things, and yet they don't do them. And this is a really simple area to differentiate yourself, because what's happened in our society and in the business landscape is that because so many people don't follow through on what they say they are going to do, when you actually do that, and you do it consistently, not just once or twice, but if you really ingrain that as a habit in your mindset, as a way that you operate your business, where you do exactly what you say you're going to do, your clients, buyers, people in your spheres of influence will recognize you as someone that they can trust. You'll be someone that they can go to because they know that you're always going to be there, that if you say that you're going to do something, you're going to actually do it. I know it sounds simple, but it really is a powerful way to set yourself apart. The third way to really show up as a professional in your business is not to hide when times are tough. What the unprofessional does is that any situation they encounter that might be a little bit challenging, where they may have to face a bit of a fear that they have, where they may have to say no to someone, well, what do? They hide. They do everything they can not to show up in that situation. They hope that it'll pass. They hope that it'll go away. But it doesn't. So instead, what I recommend is that you always show up. When you face a really challenging situation, whether it's to tell a client that they're wrong, or to tell someone that you don't want to move forward in working with them, or that you want to get rid of a client, or that you want to end something for a specific reason, whatever that challenging situation is, don't avoid it. Because far too many people do that. Instead, take time to actually face it. Go right up to it. And share what needs to be shared. Don't hide, but be present. Show up, take a stand, and let people know how you really feel. Not everyone has to agree with the way that you think about things. Not everyone will. So instead, be who you are, follow what you really believe, and face that situation. Doing so will really give you a much stronger presence. It'll give you more confidence. And really, when you take it from the other side, when you look at it from a buyer's perspective or from someone that's working with you, people prefer to actually hear the truth rather than to be led on or to hope that they're going to hear some sort of a result from you or positive feedback, only to find out that you've just delayed giving them the real feedback that you should have earlier on. So think about those 3 areas right now in your business, and how are you facing them? Are you really showing up as a professional in all 3 of them? Or do you have some areas for improvement? Give it some thought. I think you'll see great benefit from doing so.